All right, so what team do I have here?
Team
IGT.
IGT. What do you guys place in the Fall Symposium?
Fifth.
Fifth. Congratulations. How do you guys feel about it?
Pretty
Great.
good.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Now, in just a few sentences, could you guys describe or summarize the project?
So our project is the evaluation of image processing algorithms on image data you collect from your camera.
All right, now what's the application of this?
So basically, you can have a photo that's overexposed, underexposed, or crinkled, and we want to eliminate that. We want to process it to the best quality that we can.
All right, now is this for any specific purpose for IGT, or is this just more of like a tech thing? What's the application?
IGT is planning on replacing their scanner technology with camera-based technology.
Okay.
And so in order for that to happen, the camera has to produce clean, high-quality images.
Awesome. Now, what's the best outcome for this project? Where do you guys see this ending up?
Top quality HDR algorithms. We want to be able to read those crinkled or torn images, image stitching. Anything you want to add?
Basically just produce an image of the same quality as a scanner would.
Okay.
If
Okay.
not
So you're
higher.
saying crinkled paper. If I rip this thing in half or get some real bad lines in it, you guys will even those out?
Well, it can be
Try
a
to.
ball of paper, but
In theory.
in theory,
In essence.
Something
Awesome.
you've taken out of your pocket and kind of tried to
try
straighten
to
out.
smooth out.
And you can figure that out. Perfect. Now, with this kind of project, were there any specific challenges or hurdles that you guys felt you had to overcome?
So software-wise, none of us are software engineers.
Mhm.
So a lot of software engineering concepts were new to us. We had to reorganize, reformat our program multiple times in order to get it modular, in order to fulfill future needs, current needs, and so on.
So you guys had, really start from the ground up.
We
Right,
did.
to add on to John's point, because none of us had any prior experience in working with image processing. So before we started, everyone spent a lot of time researching into vital topics such as interpolation, Bayer filters, HDR, raw images, a lot. So that definitely helped us get into the groove of moving the project along.
A lot of technologies and no real textbook telling you how to do it, right?
Exactly.
A little bit different than college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, with this development, your guys' progression, can you guys point out any habits or skills that you either learned or developed that you feel best impacted or really helped you guys progress with your development of the project this semester?
So the biggest improvement that I've made was I used to be a code first and then fix it after kind of guy.
Okay.
Now I'm more of a, you got to plan this stuff out.
Mhm.
You got to plan it for any kind of thing that you would want it for, so you don't have to go through a ton of effort to change what you've made.
All right, so we're planning before we just hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that. Now, working with IGT, working with a sponsoring company, this is probably a little bit different than getting a project from your professor, wouldn't you say?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Are there any specific key points that you find might have been beneficial or, detrimental?
With a technical director like Frank, right, he's very dedicated. He's very committed to helping us, guiding us along the way. So whenever we have a question, he have more insight, he have more guidance, so we can always look to him for help. And I feel like that's very valuable as in a classroom setting. Most of the professors, I guess I can say they don't care that much about the students. Whereas here, Frank, whatever we want, whatever we need, we can just go to him and we'll get the answer.
Yeah, we would get email responses back within an hour, and anytime we needed to reach out to him, we got whatever we needed pretty instantaneously.
Reaching out, was he working remotely or was he here or what was the situation?
Remote.
Remote, where from?
He lives in Idaho.
In Idaho, and you guys were still able to get your project done.
Yes,
Of course.
we use video
Awesome.
Even with the
conferences.
2-hour time delay.
Really? So you guys are doing video conferencing and still being able to get this project
Yeah.
Every
developed?
week.
Yep.
Awesome. Now, last question. I already touched on it a little bit. Working with a company, it can be different, but when you guys graduate, I can hopefully assume you guys are looking for some full-time employment in, the business world in these industries. Do you feel as if ELECOMP prepared you for that, and if so, how?
Well, for me, absolutely prepared me for the real life world. I wouldn't have the same motivation on my own personal project as a hobby as I would actually doing something in the real field.
Awesome.
The weekly progress reports would be the same as if you worked for a company and you had to go to your boss every week and say, what progress have you made?
Mhm.
And you'd have to tell them. So we would have to do that every week, report to Frank what we did that week, what we plan to accomplish the next week, and it's very insightful.
Yeah,
Right.
it was like a part-time job. We had to work on our organizational skills and our technical skills, obviously. But there was a lot. It was a big umbrella of things that we had to do.
Absolutely.
Hey, well, thank you very much, Team IGT. Congratulations on 5th place, and I hope you guys have a great next semester.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you very much.